keep those comments flowing because we got a fun segment coming now. By the way, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99. Get that done. And now we're going to transition into my top destinations for LeBron James based off of the odds recently released by oddsshark.com. So let's get into ranking number 6 here. The New York Knicks, plus 1,600 odds to land LeBron James. All right, so let's just talk about New York as a sports market right here. You can't ignore the power of the New York market. Plus, I feel like James would love this project of going to the Knicks and perhaps turning around the franchise and winning a title. Look, this segment is really predicated on trying to figure out what LeBron's true priority is. Is it money? Is it the challenge of turning around a franchise and winning a title? Is it staying home? Is it staying with a team that you know so well, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and winning a title with them? Is it going back and playing with your buddy Dwayne Wade with the Miami Heat? There are so many different avenues to kind of parse LeBron James's motivation here. So this motivation for the Knicks would probably be big-time sports market and an ability to grow LeBron's brand more so than he already has. Now, James also reportedly intends to sign a maximum contract wherever he goes, which would come with a starting salary of about $35.3 million. The problem with the Knicks, they are projected at $7 million over the cap. So adding other pieces to the roster would probably be an issue here. So if they bring in LeBron James, you know, they're in a salary cap situation where they may not be able to bring in the other pieces to kind of help him out. And LeBron James is the greatest player in basketball right now, but even he can't completely flip a franchise just with his arrival. But maybe that's his motivation with the New York Knicks. Will LeBron play in New York for the Knicks? Give me a heart for yes and a like for no way. I'm getting a ton of likes right now. It seems like there's no way in heck LeBron is going to New York and to play in Madison Square Garden, but we shall see about that one. It's at number 6 for a reason. There are more likely options coming up here. But submit your votes, folks, and we'll be tracking them here in the Cam Rogers Show. Let's go to number 5 here. This one's an interesting one. Staying in the East, the Philadelphia 76ers. So very, very interesting here because, first of all, not a ton of money on the books, lots of youth and shooting around, so has the quintessential big and Embiid there, and we all know he likes Ben Simmons. So think about this. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, and LeBron James. That would be a fun trio, and it could very well make the 76ers the best team in the Eastern Conference. I don't think it's really that much of a hot take to say that. All right, so there is Philadelphia there. And let me say this about the Philadelphia fans. They would fall in love with LeBron James, and I think LeBron James would fall in love with Philadelphia fans. Just saying. So there are the 76ers checking in at number 5. Let's go to number 4 now. Got the Golden State Warriors, plus 600 odds. Look, this is a pipe dream. I can't believe there's actually a ranking where Golden State is at number 4 to land LeBron James. There's just no way. But sources have told Chris Haynes of ESPN.com at the beginning of February that James would chat with the owners of Golden State to perhaps think about an opportunity there. Look, do the Warriors even want LeBron James? The only way it would work would be a sign and trade and for the salaries to match in such a deal that the Warriors would have to trade Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, and one of Thompson and Draymond Green. So, like, what's even the point for the Warriors to even try to grab LeBron James? As you see at the bottom of your screen, with Durant's player option incorporating that, the Warriors are projected to be $27 million over the salary cap. So it just doesn't make much sense. Plus 600 odds is absolutely unbelievable. If you guys are betting people out there, please do me a favor and don't throw any money down on the Warriors. But with that, here is the reaction poll No typo this time, I promise. Will LeBron James play for the Warriors? Give us a heart for yes, a like for no way. And certainly let me know what you think in the comment section as well. I mean, just the fact that from a monetary standpoint, it just wouldn't work. I don't think the Warriors are really going to look into this option at all, but it's interesting that LeBron James did say he would be willing to listen to the owners of Golden State and see what happens. All right, this one's a lot more likely. Los Angeles Lakers plus 500 odds here. So the trade with the Cavs at the deadline is so important here because it opens up 2 maximum slots for hopefully Paul George and LeBron James. Whether or not that comes to fruition remains to be seen, but that seems to be the game plan for the Lakers. And of course, LeBron has a ton of business interests in LA. He's got the 2 houses out there. Lonzo and Brandon Ingram may very well develop into all-star caliber players. But the problem is, if they do, and LeBron James turns into, 37 years old and can't carry a team anymore, does it make sense for him to end his career in LA? End his career in a project kind of spiral, where it's going to take some time for the Lakers to kind of develop into that big-time force in the West, especially when you have the Thunder and the Golden State Warriors, right? So that's kind of the thinking there, to have LeBron James remain in the Eastern side because it's an easier path to the finals, and it just perhaps would be a better way to win a title. So will LeBron play for the Lakers? I know some comments have flown in throughout the show here today that LeBron will go to LA to play for the Lakers. Throw in your thoughts. Give us a heart for yes, a like for no way you have another team in mind. But it would be interesting to see how LeBron and Lonzo Ball would interact with one another. I have a feeling that LeBron will not deal with Lonzo's crap. And you know what? There might be a situation where if LeBron goes to the Lakers, he might actually make Lonzo Ball a mellow person. If there's anybody out there in the world of basketball that can essentially change somebody's character with influence, it's probably LeBron James. And he might be able to kind of mellow out Lonzo Ball a little bit. It's going to be hard, but maybe that can go down. So there is number 3 with the LA Lakers. Let's check in with number 2, plus 350 odds here. The Houston Rockets. This won't happen. It won't happen. It can't happen. I can't believe Odds Shark has the Houston Rockets at number 2. Once again, these aren't my rankings. These are in rankings of the odds. So the Houston Rockets could get rid of everyone else on the roster not named James Harden without taking back any salary, and they still wouldn't have the room to shell out 2 maximum contracts for 10-plus year veterans. All right? So it's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't make much sense. Would have to trade their entire roster to keep him and Paul around unless one of them took a massive pay cut. Right? I mean, and Chris Paul is not going to take a massive pay cut, and LeBron James is certainly not going to take a massive pay cut either. So right now, with Ryan Anderson, the Rockets are on the hook for $101 million in salary for 2018 to 2019, or $20 million under the cap with Chris Paul. Trevor with Ariza and Clint Capella all due becoming free agents. So those 3 come with a combined $57.7 million cap holds. So this is a big-time cap hit we're talking about when we're incorporating Chris Paul and Capella and all of these players here. It just probably would not work for the Houston Rockets. I just don't think it makes much sense. But the odds out there, 350, something to monitor there. Will LeBron James play for the Rockets? Throw in your thoughts. Give us a heart for yes and a like for no way. Which leads me to number 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers, plus 300 odds to land LeBron James. So the relationship with Dan Gilbert worth monitoring here. From my research, my reading, and what I've been hearing from friends and people within the industry is that the relationship between these two isn't all that great. And the Cavaliers, yeah, they traded for young pieces in an attempt to kind of lure LeBron James back. And look, if Cleveland wins a title, he might stay too. And James has a, like I said, $35.6 million player option in 2018 to 2019, according to Spot Track. He's expected to opt out of his deal this summer, But according to sources, quote, re-signing with Cleveland is certainly not out of question here. They can offer him the most money, but he probably isn't interested in a long-term deal regardless. So again, it's all motivation for LeBron James. Does he want to stay home? Does he want to go play with his buddy Dwayne Wade in the Miami Heat? Does he want to turn around a franchise in New York Knicks and play for a big-time sports market? Does he want to duel with Embiid and company with the 76ers? So many different ways to go about it. And, oh yeah, LA with his 2 houses and his business his interests and all that. So because there seems to be so many avenues for LeBron, I want you guys weighing in the comments section. Hit me up. Next season, LeBron James will be playing for, and then insert your comment on Facebook Live or on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Would be very interested to hear what you guys think and what you guys think about these odds here, right? Having the Houston Rockets at plus 350 and then the Lakers behind the Rockets at plus 500. Really, really interesting rankings here according to oddshark.com. So let's summarize the destinations. Here we go. New York Knicks at 6, Philadelphia 76ers at 5, Golden State Warriors at 4, then the Lakers at 3, Houston Rockets at 2, and the Cleveland Cavaliers at number 1. LeBron James's top destinations for the offseason in 2018.